Alexa Webb, and I'm going to give you a speech on helping stop drug and opioid abuse. According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, illicit drugs have an annual cost of $193 billion, and prescription opioids have an annual cost of $78.5 billion to our nation related to crime, lost work, productivity, and healthcare. Drug and opioid abuse has negatively impacted our nation, and we have got to put a stop to it. To portray and illustrate the negative impact of drug and opioid abuse, I will describe the effects of it in great detail, and I will provide some shocking statistics. The National Institute on Drug Abuse states more than 67,300 Americans died from drug-involved overdose in 2018, including illicit drugs and prescription opioids. Drug overdose deaths rose from 38,329 in 2010 to 70,237 in 2017, followed by a significant decrease in 2018 to 67,367 deaths. Clearly, these depressing numbers illustrate to us that we need a solution for this life-threatening problem. Opioids include strong prescription pain relievers such as oxycodone, hydrocodone, fentanyl, and tramadol. The illegal drug heroin is also an opioid. The most common illegal drugs people are most likely to try are marijuana, cocaine, amphetamine, nitrites, poppers, ecstasy, LSD, mushrooms, solvents such as aerosols, gases and glues, unprescribed minor tranquilizers, heroin, and crack cocaine. We're going to watch a video now.
They said if I got drunk,
if I did coke,
I'd be one of the guys. They said meth would help me get through my exams.
they said sniffing glue was no big deal.
Totally safe.
I could party all night.
He said heroin would be the best high I ever had.
It would help me forget my problems.
He said he'd love me forever if I smoked crack with him.
They said I wouldn't get hooked after the first hit.
They said that Ritalin would help me focus.
They said weed wouldn't leave you hard for drugs. They lied.
He lied. Find out the truth about drugs.
Drugfreeworld.org.
Drugfreeworld.org.
According to the CDC, the United States is experiencing an epidemic of drug overdose deaths. Since 2000, the rate of deaths from drug overdoses has increased 137%, including a 200% increase in the rate of overdose deaths involving opioids. Withdrawals and addictions start to settle in. Withdrawals create severe pain, and one becomes so relied on the drug that they need it. Addiction keeps the person doing the drugs even if they know it is harmful to them and their body. Evidently, we need a solution to stop the increase in amount of deaths due to this heartbreaking statistic. Apparently, opioids are being prescribed to people way too easily. Some abuse them, some get them and sell them on the street. The prescribing of opioids needs to be stricter if we want to see these numbers decrease. Okay. Now we got a PowerPoint I want to show you all real quick. Prescription drug abuse is the use of a prescription medication in a manner not intended by the prescribing doctor. These are commonly abused medications: opioids that are used for pain relief, benzodiazepines that relieve anxiety and prevent seizures and are also depressants, and amphetamine that treat disorders like ADHD. Prescription drug abuse has always been around and is known as the granddaddy of all drug abuse. It's the nation's fastest growing drug problem and has been classified as an epidemic. In 2010, 38,329 unintentional drug overdose deaths occurred in the United States, increased for 11th consecutive year. One person dies every 14 minutes. 22,134 were prescription drug overdose deaths, of which opioid pain relievers were involved in 16,651 deaths. Enough prescription pain relievers were prescribed in 2010 to medicate every American adult every 4 hours for a month. Opioid pain relievers were involved in more overdose deaths than cocaine and heroin combined. As you have learned, drug and opioid abuse statistics are clearly heart-wrenching, and it not only affects the person but their families and friends as well. Clearly, we have to put a stop to opioids being prescribed so easily to people. We need to be more careful who is prescribed them. Is there any questions?
It's wow. It's just wow. Couldn't believe it'd be that many people.